What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 Let's Learn video. This is Volt, and today we're going to be going over how to use both push and choke cast times to your advantage. This is a very subtle mechanic, but I really see a lot of newer and also even more experienced players not use it effectively. So hopefully by the end of this video, you guys are going to be able to know how to implement this into your gameplay. So first things first, what we need to know is that push does have a slightly longer cast time than choke, as you can see in these two clips. And after these two clips are finished, we're going to go ahead and look at that in slow motion. And we're going to really slow down those two clips we just saw and put them side by side so you guys can get a really good idea of the actual cast time difference. And I try to get it as frame perfect as possible. So you can see that if you watch my mouse right click, I'm casting at the same exact time, but my choke hits the Anakin way faster than my push hits the Anakin on the left there. Next thing we're going to go over is choke versus push cast range. So not only does choke have a faster cast time than push, but it actually also has a longer range. You can use this to your advantage, and you can see in this clip, I cannot push the Anakin here, but the Anakin is able to choke me. Now, as always, I want to give you some ways to implement this stuff into your gameplay. First of all would be pushing up ramps. So in this first clip, we're going to slow it down again, and I'm basically going to ramp all the way up and then wait till I see the Anakin, then push. And that's just an easy choke and kill for the Anakin. And what I should have done there is what I'm going to do in the second clip here. So I'm going to approach this ramp, and I'm actually going to push as I'm going up the ramp so that my push hits the Anakin right as I get to the top of my ramp. And that way the Anakin can't get a choke on me, and it's much easier for me to get the kill. Same thing for choke, right? So the timing is a little bit different since choke goes out faster, so you got to choke a little bit later than you would with push. But the same thing applies here. We can also use cast times to our advantage when choking and pushing around corners. So in this first clip, I'm going to step out and then push once I see the Anakin. And if the Anakin wanted to block here or choke me, he could very easily. Now, here's what we want to do in our second clip is you're pushing and then walking. I'm going to miss it here because I'm bad. But you're basically pushing, your push goes out right as your character peeks around the corner. Here's another example with choke. So I'm going to step out and then choke, and the Luke preemptively pushed. He used the cast time to his advantage, and I did not with choke, so he easily got the kill. Now I'm going to choke before I go around the corner, and that's an easy kill for me. Here's another thing you can do. You can literally force and then 180 around and hit the opponent. This is a pretty cool trick. A lot of people won't expect this because your back is facing towards them and they think you're looking at something else when you actually can just turn around and force them down or choke them. Here's a way you can use your knowledge on cast timing and cast range to your advantage. So here, we're both not in push range, and I can push and then walk forward, and my push will hit him before his push will hit me. Obviously, you can use this both with push and choke. Last thing I want to show you here is just how to use this cast timing to your advantage in a push battle. So I'm going to push the Luke here, and he's going to duck around the corner and then come back out and push. And there's basically no way I can push him here because he's coming out of the corner right as his push goes out. Okay, that's all I got for you guys today. To wrap things up, using cast times and cast ranges to your advantage is really important in your gameplay. In my opinion, it's one of those things, it's one of those subtle things, but it also separates a decent Force player from someone who's, at the top tier or the top level. You can kind of play constant mind games with your opponents on it by switching up your cast times and just knowing the range you have to be in to get certain pushes and chokes off. And obviously there's unlimited situations and scenarios where you can use this kind of stuff. So I would definitely encourage you to start playing around with it in your gameplay and practice it. And it's definitely something that's going to make you a lot better. Thanks again for tuning in. I'd appreciate a like or comment if you guys found this helpful, and we'll see you in the next Let's Learn video.